Hello, we are not Gen V,
No longer. No, because
apparently.
Gen V is a sequel to some Twilight thing on YouTube, but it has its own TV show, and it's just too difficult to compete with them, not emotionally or story wise, but
Yeah,
algorithm. They paid off the tubes, and it's a conspiracy.
I feel like it is. Did you say Twilight as in the vampire thing? Is that
I think it's something like that. It's like it's a sequel to something big that people know about. And
okay?
not as many people know about us because fewer people have written books about us.
Yeah, this is true. So we've gone for something like really similar to Gen V. So what's our new name?
Our new name is On the Spot
With Ben and Lindsay. Yeah.
with Ben and Lindsay. I couldn't say all that by myself, right? Because then it would be
Okay,
one person
on the
improv.
spot with Ben and Lindsay. Okay, that's what we're doing. We are going to do a ladder again because we don't have heaps of time. So the ladder is a really good one to do if you don't have a lot of time. You can just do that. So more truncated format. I'm going to look at the random phrase generator because we're going to get a phrase to inspire us. Okay. So our suggestion, the phrase is go out on a limb. To go out on a limb, to take a risk, to go out on a limb.
Okay. God, I really fucked up. I really fucked up.
You did.
Do you think that they'll hire me again if I just tell them that I regret everything?
Trent, you put the whole business into ill repute. I mean, it's like you honestly,
I wanted to be honest for once at this company, Trisha.
people don't want honesty. I don't know how many times I have to have this conversation with you. Okay. This has happened before, not in the sense of a company, in the sense of your personal relationships, but that's another thing.
It wasn't even words necessarily. It was just a picture of a pyramid on the slide, and everybody knew.
Of course, everybody knew it is not for you, okay, to bring up the obvious. Okay, just let people have their delusion.
There
Okay,
is no picture representation of a multi-level marketing scheme. A pyramid is a perfect picture, and I'm proud to be Tutankhamun. He's in a pyramid. Cleopatra, probably. I guess not. That was a few thousand years
okay.
later.
Firstly, you're talking about dead people. Firstly, okay, so that's not a great metaphor.
They were rich dead people.
Okay, like
So
if
cold
you
out here.
had to use the triangle shape, why didn't you just balance it on the tip? I mean, why did it have to look like a triangle? Maybe you could have just kept going and made it a diamond. Okay, that would have
A diamond
been better.
scheme? That would have been really, really good. What do you mean you can't afford to fund my baseball practice, Mom?
Work is not great, Brian. It's not great at the moment.
You aren't you on the fourth level?
Yes, yes, I
I'm so
am.
proud of you, Mommy. I'm so proud of you. When you
Oh.
came home with that badge, I told all of my friends that you moved up from fifth level to fourth level, and they didn't
Oh.
understand because they're stupid. But I thought that you were so amazing.
Brian, I think I'm going to be falling a couple of levels. I think I know that's a lot for you to take in at such a young age. And you've put me up on a pedestal, you think of your mother in a certain way, and this is going to be quite hard for you. In fact, I think in the future this might be therapy inducing, but let's not get into that.
Well,
Brian, status and money, that's not like, life's not really about that. It doesn't matter whether mummy's on level 4
I want to
or
sign up
level
for
1.
baseball this year.
We got a backyard, Brian. Like, mama could learn how to use a baseball bat with you, if that was something you really wanted to learn. Mama could do that, because
Susan has money.
Susan, who's Susan? Who have you been hanging around with, Brian?
Dad is going to be so mad.
Dad is seeing someone called Susan? Is that what you're telling me, Brian?
She's a lawyer.
Really?
Something about corporate criminal prosecution of white criminal criminals.
This is all falling into place. Your father, okay, he's the one. That's why mama's going down in levels, okay, because your father can't keep his trap shut, okay, and he does impulsive and stupid things at work, Brian.
Well, she just came over to our mansion and said that she had a few questions, and next thing I know, they were having wine and cheese and crackers, and then he said we should do this again sometime, but I thought it was like a crime search because she was asking about you, and then next thing I know, he's saying maybe I should call her mom.
Brian, okay, I am your mum. You have one mum. I am your mum. Okay.
But you can't afford me.
Brian, don't bring that up right now. Mum is very, very stressed. Okay, and mama needs to go into her hydro tank. Okay, I will be back. I need to figure out what the fuck is going on here.
But the hydro tank
Brian,
is only
I'm sorry,
for.
I shouldn't swear. I'm sorry.
I thought it's only for fourth level people. They're going to take it away once you go down to fifth level, and then you have to go and join the massage chair.
Oh, shut up, Brian.
God, I shouldn't be talking to you.
You're too hard on yourself, I think you should do whatever you want to do, Trent,
Well, I don't want to turn in my whole company. I don't want to bury my ex-wife. But you're so beautiful.
Thank you so much. I just want you to remember that it is ex-wife. Okay?
Yeah, I just didn't I say ex-wife? I'm sorry.
You did say that, but I didn't hear an inflection on the ex part of it. Maybe I'm being paranoid.
I tell you what, no, it's fine. Hey, just legally she is my ex-wife, and emotionally,
and the mother of your child as well. So
well, but that's the past. Talking to you, when I saw you coming in with your briefcase and your questions and your tape recorder, I just thought, first of all, that this is the end for me, but that it's a new beginning.
That's how I want you to see it. It's totally a new beginning. This is the right thing to do. I mean, I feel like this is going to work out really, really well. Okay. Maybe not for Trisha, but she made her bed. Okay.
Your voice is so sexy.
Oh, thank you so much.
Is that really Minnesota? Nice. We haven't even, I mean, it's all just been sexual chemistry.
I've traveled a lot to a lot of different places. So yeah, there's a bit of everything in there. So
I'm sorry. You spent some time in the Valley of Los Angeles?
I did. Yeah. Wow, you picked that up. That's really
as a salesperson,
Amazing.
I've traveled lots of places and heard lots of things and met lots of women, but I've always been faithful. Why am I telling
Okay.
you this? God,
Okay. Yeah. Why are you telling me this? Because I'm
well,
not.
I guess I wasn't always faithful. I mean, there were times when I was out and
Okay.
and I was kind of spilling my guts about what my dreams and my hopes were, and then next thing I know, I'm falling in love, and I there's been many conventions that I regret.
Okay. The multi-level marketing conventions we're talking about here, right?
Yeah, and I'd really just blame it on Mark. Mark he's at the top, and really
Your
it is a
upline.
pyramid scheme. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is a pyramid scheme at the
It
end of the
is a
day.
pyramid scheme, and I'm glad
So
you're on board with that because it is.
right,
Okay.
I,
We gotta take it down. We gotta take
uh,
the whole thing down.
you're still recording, aren't you?
I'm recording. I record everything. I mean, you should know this now. Even the other night. But that's another story.
I kind of, I, I kind of don't hate myself for being so honest sometimes.
Honesty is the best policy. I mean, it's a saying.
Honestly, I see myself spending a good couple years with you.
Okay, that I could do that. I could do that. Yeah. A couple of years. 3 max. Yeah.
Yeah, I see this as a very unhealthy but exciting fling that will ultimately confuse my child, but give me some kind of instant gratification and
It's time for
possibly
you. It's time for you, isn't it? Really? You've given everything to that boy. I mean, let's be honest.
I worked really hard to get up to level 3.
Yeah. Yeah. And being in Trisha's shadow all this time, she's on level 4, you're on level 3. That must have been hard. So I think it's time now that you do what you want to do, and not be in her shadow.
Can I get just a little bit of immunity?
Hmm. Oh, Brian, are you coming or going? What's happening here?
I'm supposed to go to baseball practice, but they're still asking for payment. Can I have $895?
Of course. Of course you can. I mean, that,
Oh, thank you, Susan. Mom.
sorry. Yeah, that's right.
Uh, wow.
There you go.
Cash?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Wow. Being a lawyer is
Oh,
for
hang
the
on, hang on.
government is
Take
so
another 100 just for if you want some sweets or something like that on the way home.
I'm rich. I'm
Yeah.
rich. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm gonna I I spilled it. Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry. 800 and uh, I'll I'll get it in there. I just this pocket is for them. I wanna I wanna be like you.
Oh. That's so
And
sweet.
and not like mom and not like dad because like the
Oh.
dad he's a loser.
That's a bit harsh, honey, isn't it, to say that about your father?
Well,
Really?
what was the phrase that you
I mean,
used
your mother,
earlier?
yes, but your father.
You said that both of them were unindicted criminals.
Okay, I did say that, and sometimes mommy says, things that, are a little bit harsh, and that's how it is when you're a prosecutor, okay? And you've got to prosecute people. But I love him. I love your father. Okay. And we're planning to spend at least the next 3 years together. So I just thought I should tell you that and be in a spirit of honesty and forthrightness, since truth is the most important thing.
You're going to be my mom for 3 years?
About 3 years. Yeah. I'm not going to put a number exactly on that, but I feel like it's, yeah, 36 months or 37, maybe. I don't know.
Because that's how long prosecutions take?
Give or take, give or take. And I just want us to be close in that time. You know what I mean? Because I feel like, we've got a lot in common. We're both very sporty. We love backpacks.
I love
There's
backpacks.
yeah.
And when I'm in 3 years from now, I'm going to be big enough for one of those backpacks that they take on hikings, and it's going to be big. And then maybe I can put a tent in there and a pillow, and like maybe like a couple signs that say,
Okay,
how
honey, I'm not
hungry I
really
am.
interested in what you're saying right now, but what I do want is just for you to just come a little bit closer. I'm just gonna pin this to the bottom of your backpack. Now, just that's good. Okay, I'm just gonna slip it right in there in the seam.
What is it?
So it's nothing, honey. So make sure you go visit your mom, because she hasn't seen you in a while, and I feel like you should go over there and just talk to her about how she's feeling, about this whole thing about losing her level, and how that came about,
And then
what
afterwards,
the truth
when I
is.
come home, when I come back here, Mom, you can teach me how to live on the streets.
Well, hopefully not. I mean, you'll be living with us for at least the next 3 years. Is that what you're not the
Right, but
streets like a homeless
then
person?
then Dad will be in jail and Mom will be in jail, and you're not going to be my mom after 3 years.
Well, I don't like to look too far ahead, honey, but I can promise you that in that 3 years, I will be 100% committed to you and your welfare. So remember when you get back from your mom's to let me have a try of the backpack as well, okay? Just so that I can, I love
And I
backpacks.
promise I'm not going to get any involved in any of their business schemes, and I'm
No,
not going to do drugs, because the
no,
business schemes will put me in jail, and the
that's
drugs are
right.
going to make me less cute for when I'm
Less interesting. Yeah.
panhandling, when I'm handling the pan, asking for money at the intersections,
Okay,
right?
Brian. I think you're being
Of the,
dramatic. Okay, so I need you to leave right now because I've got some important calls to make.
okay,
So
I'm going to baseball practice because of you.
okay, great. Go to your mom's first.
Can I please come in? It's so cold out here.
No, I'm not happy, Trent. Okay, you go away for 3 years and then you just expect to come back. I mean, what the hell?
I want to connect one more time with you and Brian before we both go off to prison.
All right. Okay, come in then. Come in.
Oh, thank you. Oh, this is warm. Oh.
Yeah, well, I just put the fire on, so. Brian's not here, by the way.
Oh, is he already with Susan?
Yeah. Damn you, Trent, for bringing her into our life. Honestly. Honestly. Couldn't keep it in your pants for 5 fucking minutes. Damn you. We've lost a son, pretty much. Okay, that's I hope you're warm though. You nice and warm?
Yeah, can I have some of that tea?
Yeah. I poured an extra one just in case he came home. Just in case he came home. But yeah, that's not gonna happen, I guess. What did you think you were going to achieve? I mean, really, what did you think you were going to...
Level 2. And I wanted you to be up there with me. we were going to reach level 2 together. And we were going to tell everybody that we were proud of the pyramid. And I was proud to tell Susan about this, even though I know she's technically a prosecutor and was technically investigating me and is technically putting me in jail. I am still proud of selling every single one of those jandals.
Trent, level 2 is below us. Okay, the triangle goes the other way.
I was dedicated to the company more than I was looking at every single number.
Oh my God. So you have been working downline instead of upline. Is that what you're saying to me?
The further down the line that I work, the more I could be spending time with Brian and my woman.
Yeah, which one? Which woman? Okay, because if you want me to believe
Trisha,
that it was...
I'm answering your question. All that time that I spent out at those conventions, I should have been not trying to go up, but continue just to go right back down, back to where we started. I wanted to be with you, Trisha.
But did you have to destroy everything to get us back to zero? I mean, like, you just don't think, Trent. You're just impulsive. You just do like those conferences. You know what I mean? Like you...
I made sure that my immunity deal, even though my crimes were worse than yours, meant that we would get out on the same day.
What immunity deal?
Oh, she told me not to talk about that. And that's our show.
Okay, that's funny. That's so funny because like when you said level 2, in my mind the whole time it was going up in numbers. Like and then you're like, no, number 1 is number 1, like level 2, because like I'd already gone to, yeah, I'm level 4, you're level 3, and then I'm better than you because I'm 4 or whatever, and then it's like, I just want to go to 2. It's like, hang on, what direction are we going in here?
Well, a seasoned improviser should know a little bit about everything, and I think maybe I should learn a little bit more about the typical pyramid scheme language and how they talk about it. But then if you don't have that kind of knowledge, then you can fall back on happy accidents and using it. And I actually think that it helped a little bit at the end, you know, being forced to deal with that, because we never early on got to like what was truly motivating us, what truly mattered. And I felt like that was an opportunity to really get at that. What are these people all about and all that? And we were able to get away with it for a while. But I think in the end, finding out what these, at least what my character really wanted and what his motivation was ultimately was satisfying, even though it just happened at the very end.
Yeah, it's funny. It's kind of like he just wanted to go back to 0, like go back to, you know.
Yeah. Back to the way things were.
Yeah, totally. Can never get back to the way things were.
Economically sabotaging myself so that I can get back to the way things were. Interesting. These are the accidental lessons that are super fun with improv. This is why I do it, is to accidentally create stories in the moment for cheap and then discover.
It's so funny, and just like how dumb your character was really cool, because he didn't come across as a dumb character, but he was dumb. You know, like,
have I ever played an intelligent character? I don't know if I have.
Yeah, what do you mean? What are you talking about?
I think all of my characters are dumb at heart.
You think so? I don't know. I'm trying to go back through everything that we've done
over the year. I mean,
hang on. The last ladder, you were a guru in a gas station.
That's true. When he, ultimately he was kind of silly and dumb, but he's already planning, his next 3 years and how to make money on the streets, so that shows a little bit of intelligence. Yeah. Anyway, it's this fun discovery, and I'm so excited about doing that with you. And so thank you for being one of our early supporters, folks that are watching this right now. I think we have a good base of we can count you on one hand, and we hold you in our and we hold you in our hearts, and we are so grateful to all 5 of you.
I mean, and to be sure, most of them are family, but yeah.
And 2 of them are us when we watched them back, just to make sure that there were no glitches.
Yeah.
So
I feel like I'm a different person watching it, though. You know what I mean?
Yes,
like
exactly.
That's yeah.
Anyway, we love doing this. We do it for the fun and the love, and we love to engage and interact with you. And pretty soon we're going to be blowing up our stuff every other place and getting lots more feedback, accolades. You suck, you suck, you suck. And we look forward to battling you.
Really
in the
looking forward to that. That's going to be great.
Yeah. Docs
people's
away.
opinions. It's going to be, it's great. Like it's what I live for. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Do you want to tell people to subscribe and like? Is that
let's
your
do
job
that.
now? Because I feel like it's your job now. I don't know.
Sure, yeah. And you can edit out everything that I've said so far. And I'll just say for now, go ahead and subscribe here, please. Get caught in a loop of some of our other shows. Watch us progress, degress, and then progress over time. And see you on here and in the next platform, and maybe in the IRL.
I see you on the interwebs. Is that what we're still calling it?
It is. And if you want to meet Lindsay in person, go ahead and take 2 years of classes with her, and then eventually she'll leave the house.
Yeah.
And meet with you in person. It's a lovely experience.
Yeah, I think 2 years that's a good estimate, and I think you just prove that you prove your mettle in 2 years, and perhaps I will think that you're worth seeing in the flesh. So yeah.
You will certainly give her a disease, because everything out there is foreign to her immune system.
My immune
at this
system's
point.
Shot now. I mean, I don't go out, so I don't have any immune system. Yeah, but anyway, so like and subscribe. Yeah. Okay, we are, what are we now? On the spot.
On the spot.
On the spot. This is what we're doing now.
Yeah.
On the spot. Yeah.
Yeah.
And see.